Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Ban RB 3556 Octagonal sunglasses. But first off, thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 53mm lenses and a 21mm bridge. This is the standard and only size of these sunglasses that Ray-Ban currently produces in, so they do not make them in a larger or a smaller lens size. You're going to be stuck with the 53mm lens size. Now, as far as the styling of these frames go, they definitely look very, very interesting with their octagonal 8-sided lenses, which add a really, really cool look that you're not going to see out in the public quite too often. Personally, I don't prefer the look of these versus like an aviator or a caravan on my particular face. But if you're looking for a fashion statement, or I should say if I'm looking to kind of have a fashion statement, then potentially I could definitely wear these frames and pull them off. But for me personally, these are definitely not my style, but I definitely understand if they are your style. So they are most similar to the Ray-Ban Around as far as the construction of the frames go, and the absolutely beautiful metal rivets around the rims of the frames look really, really nice and classy. And as far as weight goes, these frames come in at only 27 grams, which is actually very lightweight considering the fact that they do have metal frames and all glass lenses. And the weight being really low here is probably thanks to them actually being smaller. The footprint of these frames is much smaller than a original Ray-Ban Around metal, so there's just less material to go around, and because of that, you're gonna have some weight savings. So you can definitely wear these frames for long periods of time without any discomfort. And like I said, they do have these all glass lenses, which have amazing optical clarity, and they're also going to block 100% of UVA and UV rays as well, which is extremely important for your eye health. And the all glass lenses are going to be very scratch resistant, much more scratch resistant than anything with a polymer or plastic lens, which is really important for the longevity of these frames. Now, of course, like every pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, these have a little painted on Ray-Ban logo here in the top right corner of the lens for authentication purposes. And then here in the outside left temple of the frames, we can see a little etched RB logo, which is also there for authentication purposes. Now, moving down to the inside bridge of the frames, we can see they do say Ray-Ban 5321, which of course stands for the lens size and the bridge width of these frames. And they also do have fully adjustable nose rests, so you can completely adjust these to your liking to give a perfect fit to the frames. And these also allow you to wear the frames more down on the face or up on the face, depending on your personal preference, which is also really important for a pair of frames like this if you want to get them absolutely perfect here. Now, one complaint that I do have about these frames is that I push them all the way back here. My eyelids definitely make contact with the actual lenses, and that's because the lenses are so small, they're not actually rubbing up against my eyebrows or my cheekbones here, so that can be a little bit annoying. And when I wear these, I actually adjust them to sit a little bit more outward on the face, and that's kind of the style that I'm looking for. So when adjusting these frames, you definitely got to play a little bit of a balance game as far as adjusting these frames to be absolutely perfect from a practicality standpoint looks and a look point as well. Now again, these do look really, really interesting, and they are definitely a unisex pair, so they're great for absolutely everybody here as well. You don't have to worry about anything like that. And yeah, just a really interesting pair of frames. These are made in Italy. They're gonna say that here in the inner right temple of the frame, say Ray-Ban made in Italy. And they also do have these fully adjustable temple tips as well, which are very comfortable. And again, you can heat these up and adjust them to give a custom fit to the face. And they look really pretty here. These are a tortoise with the G15 lens and then the gold frame. So just kind of the standard colorway of these frames. The Ray-Ban does make some really cool and interesting colorways as well. These are the more basic, which personally I actually do prefer. I always think a G15 lens with a gold frame just looks classy and nice and is kind of timeless, where some of the other flash mirrored colors maybe aren't going to hold up quite as long from a styling standpoint as the classic G15 here. And the biggest downside of these frames is definitely their coverage from sun. So here we pop on the frames, we can see there's a huge gap that lets sunlight in unprotected, just absolutely massive. And then here on the outside, we can also see there is a huge gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. So as far as a practical pair of sunglasses, these definitely are not practical at all, and they actually potentially can be somewhat harmful, even though the lenses block 100% of UVA and UV rays, which is extremely important for a pair of sunglasses, because the sunglass lens, of course, are going to darken your vision, so your pupils are going to kind of dilate to kind of compensate for that. But when you have these huge gaps where sunlight can come in directly into your eye, it now is coming into a larger surface area, which is not the best for your eye health. Now again, we are wearing these on bright and sunny days to begin with, so it's definitely not the end of the world to wear these frames out, but I definitely would not wear these for a daily pair of frames just because the practicality is bad, and then also, you are introducing more harmful UVA and UV rays into your eyesight as well. So that is a serious downside of these frames, so definitely keep that in mind. This is a pair of frames I'd probably wear, maybe once a week if I did really like the styling of these frames, or I'd be more inclined to wear them on a more overcast day or something like that. Maybe get a pair of these frames with a category 2 lenses. That'd probably be kind of the best scenario for a pair of frames like this. And with those category 2 lenses, you could also definitely wear them indoors as well. So that's kind of where these, I think the sweet spot would be on these frames. But overall, a really interesting pair of frames from Ray-Ban. Definitely out there, and not my exact cup of tea, but if you like these, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm definitely interested to know. But thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course make sure to hit the subscribe button and then to be notified every single time we upload a brand new video to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.